You might know all about iFixit's toolkits full of drivers, tweezers, and pry tools, but what about some of the more obscure tools in our catalog? Here are 10 weird and interesting tools we sell that you may not have known about. Have you ever dropped your iPhone and dented the frame? Sure enough, there's a fix and a tool for that. Plier Tech corner and sidewall repair pliers take a dented edge and safely bends it back to its original shape, allowing a screen to fit back on perfectly without gaps. Tech Pliers work with a number of iPhone and iPad models, and even some MacBook display assemblies. Our Manta Driver Kit comes with all the bits you could possibly need. Take a closer look though, and you'll maybe find some bits you've never seen before, especially this one. It's a hook driver bit, and it's specifically designed to screw eye bolts and hooks into various materials. Say goodbye to those janky methods you once used. Playing cards aren't just meant for a game of gin rummy. They make great repair tools as well. You can use them for the kind of slicing or prying that our plastic opening cards are a bit too heavy duty for. You can also use them to carefully disconnect the battery in a number of iPad models. If you need to drill some holes, but a power drill is a bit overkill, a pin vise might be the solution. Think of it like a driver handle, but for drill bits. It's got a swivel top and a knurled body that gives you manual control for precise drilling into delicate materials and components. It can even be used to twist wire for jewelry making. You might be familiar with pliers like needle nose and split joint, but you may not have heard of Rosary Pliers. The rounded jaws make it really easy to bend and manipulate wire in all kinds of ways, and it even comes with a built-in wire cutter. These are usually found in the hands of jewelry makers who specialize in rosary-style necklaces, hence the name, but they're useful for just about anything involving wire. If you ever need to screw a bolt into a nut, but you're working in a really tight space, the Handee Clamp is your saving grace. This tool lets you clamp in a nut or bolt and slide it where your hand normally wouldn't fit. From there, you can use your other hand to screw the bolt into the nut and you're off to the races. Headphone jacks are disappearing about as quickly as Blockbusters and Radio Shacks, so when you have a device that has one, you want to keep it around for as long as possible. If a headphone plug breaks off inside a headphone jack, there's a specialty tool that can save your bacon. The GripStick headphone plug extraction tool isn't a tool you'll use very often, but you'll be glad you have it when needed. This perfectly sized cylinder easily removes the snapped off plug and clears the way for more tunes. When you accidentally drop a small part into a hard to reach space, needle nose pliers or magnetic pickup tool won't always do the trick. That's where everyone's favorite surgical tool comes in handy. A Polypus, more commonly known as Alligator Forceps, has tiny jaws on the end that can grab onto small objects in tiny places. They're also great for sewing and building model kits. And if you find yourself in a situation where even these Alligator Forceps aren't providing a gentle enough grip, that's where the suction cup pen is a great alternative. You simply set the suction cup on the part, press and hold the button on the pen to create a small amount of vacuum, then pick up the part. From there, set it down and let go of the button to release the vacuum. Last but not least is the scratch brush. Cleaning off tiny delicate surfaces and components can be tricky, but scratch brushes are handy tools that are made for exactly that. These nifty contraptions look similar to a traditional writing utensil, but spin the top and out pops a brush, allowing you to control the length and the stiffness of the brush itself. Sure, there are alternatives to these quirky tools, but once you know what it's like to use the perfect tool in a tricky situation, you'll understand why we sell and love these odd little objects. If you agree, hit that like button. And if you want to dig deeper into our tools, fixes, and teardowns, hit subscribe to stay up to date on our latest videos.